Hello, Kiequest here. About to wrap up the act here and fight the last boss. Well, not fight the last boss directly, it's just go through the cavern. But now that we're here in town, I'm gonna go ahead and go through the passive tree, check out our skills, and I've mentioned this before. Most people freaked out by this, but I mean, you just notice I'm just going around here, so I kind of have an idea of what I want to do and get to. So I'm gonna get these things. Get to Resolute Technique, because, as I mentioned before, don't have to worry about evasion and stuff like that. After that, I'm going to travel. If I pick something from any of these trees, it's kind of going to sink me into specific types of weapons, because these are specifically for swords, and this one's specific for axes, and this one for maces. So, some people may want to do that, some people may not. You can just build a two-hander build and throw whatever two-hander in there you want, which is always a good option. I'm going to go ahead, probably just build for general two-handing. I don't think I'm going to go for war cries just because I don't need it. But, or not that I don't need it, it's not a mechanic I necessarily want to play with right now. Maybe I will. I'll change. Maybe I'll change my mind. Let's see. Could go for bleeds, and that would mean that we'd need mostly physical damage, and I couldn't convert to fire, because bleeds is all just based off of physical. Which means I'd also need to pick nodes that increase chances to bleed, like this one here. That's damage bleed. Alright, here we go. Chance to cause bleed. And basically, if you're going to do the bleed build you want to do, get 100%. I could also do an impale build. Basically, it's where as you hit the enemy more, you get more stacks of impale. But I'm not sure I really want that either. So I'm quite decided what I'm going to go with yet. This is what I mentioned last video. It's where you can just removes your mana, and instead of you spend life instead of mana. They give you this in, what's that? Because you're doing this, they give you this. So, like your banners, you can have one banner. Let me have permanent. Yeah, you can have banner basically. I won't reserve any mana because there's no mana to reserve. But I probably won't end up going with that. I mean, the goal of this is just to build something that could take you to the end of Act 10 as we go through. And that shouldn't be difficult no matter what I kind of pick in here to do. But aside, actually, we could try it technique. Well, because we're here already, we might as well also, after spending coins, just want to, every time you go back to town, just kind of want to get into the habit of doing kind of cleanup. So, like, identifying these. Also, identifying items and selling them as raw does give you different effects. Or different effects, different currencies. And so, I'm not 100. Oh, I don't have a necklace. I can use that. I'm not sure exactly what gives what currency, so it's kind of a good idea to go ahead and just look at the wiki for that. That's actually how it seems to be for a lot of these games, a lot of these free-to-play games. Hey, you don't know what to do? Go look at the wiki. Go look at the wiki. Warframe has a similar thing to it, where it's like, oh, you want to figure out how to play the game? Go to the wiki, or watch someone who tells you how to play it. Anyways, I'm also a big Warframe player. And so we're going to go here by Ship Graveyard. We're going to go fight our boss. Because we hadn't been away from this instance too long, it has the saved. Actually, you can go ahead and control click on a waypoint on there and create a new instance if you want to reset it. The only one, I don't think you can't do that in the very beginning one, where you fight, I can't remember his name, Hilmer? I don't know, he's the zombie blacksmith guy. But what you can do, is it also has the shortest reset timer, so it resets every 1 minute, 30 seconds. And he's actually the place where you can get a free 6-link weapon, and it's kind of it's a weapon that can be endgame. And it's a one-hander, you can't have another weapon to it, so it's a lot of different limiters on it, but it's also a 6-link. Unfortunately though, it has a pretty low drop chance, so for certain people they just don't want to spend the time to look for it. I mean, I think the fastest time it took me was like an hour. Some people I've read on like Reddit and stuff like that reported spending like 10 hours, so you know, it can be pretty bad respawns. These here are essences. I don't know when they got put in the game, but basically allows you to take any type of normal quality item and turn them into a rare quality. This one gives a bunch of added physical. You can put it on there, so it'll at least guarantees me that physical that it said, but also, because it turned to a rare, it has extra prefixes and suffixes. Rares can have 3 prefixes, 3 suffixes, are the basically magic, which is the blue. It can have 2 suffixes and 2 prefixes. And part of rolling for the perfect ones is part of the crafting meta, but I don't know much about, really. Anyways, so I got this one. This is actually a lot better and probably will last me quite a while, just because the amount of raw damage it gave me. And then I haven't had any mana issues, so I don't necessarily wait. Why do I have 2 leap slams? Did I buy one? No, that was attached. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh, I guess while we're here, let's put this point in real quick. Go down here. Bye. Get going. See, I'm not sure that I want to stick with Ground Slam. I actually don't think many people do stick with Ground Slam. It's a really good like leveling skill. I don't think many people use it to just full end game. It has a Val version, which if you don't know, you can use a Corrupted Orb, which is one of the type of currencies you can get, or you can use a or you can find it randomly through a Val Temple. It's a random red instance you'll see on the map, and it doesn't erase the instance that you're currently in. It's just kind of like an additional part to it, and they randomly appear, and it, at the end of it, can drop different Val and corrupted items. You can actually get 6 links by just randomly corrupting items, although you may not want to do that necessarily, because it's kind of it's not a waste of currency, but it is a way you can, because once whatever you roll, you're kind of stuck with it. You can't like fix it. So you don't want to necessarily take some. I guess you just should. You want to randomize some items. Most definitely don't want to do that on uniques, because first of all, you might have been farming for the unique, so you don't want to just corrupt it and then you can't fix it and whatever it rolls. If you got, like, say you had a 5 link on it, it might roll back to a 1 link, and then you have also the worst stats on it all of a sudden. So I mean, you just kind of want to, if you're going to do that unique, you might as well just plow through it with other currency besides corrupting it and then making it unfixable. So the crafting I mentioned, I didn't like it very much. How you do it, there's many different ways to do it, but the most basic method is to take a common, put max amount of or just basically like ones that are highlighted in white, which I think are common, maybe called, I don't know the exact name. Like, oh, not those, like this, how it's all white. You want to take those and you'll upgrade it with a, you can either take a risk and try to upgrade it all the way to rare using one that does a random, I think it's orbit augmentation, and it gives it a random rarity. But this can, as well as rare, it can also be at unique, so there are certain meta choices for that as well, because certain item levels types have basically like one or two have only like one base type that is the same, so you randomize it and hope to get the unique, and if you get a unique out of that roll, it's going to be that item no matter what, because it's only got that, there's only one item with that same base type. But most of the time you're going to get a magic or a rare. Now you can use that to get a rare, or you can just go ahead and make it a rare with a transmutation orb. I don't remember. One of them sets upgrades to rare quality, and then you hope that it gets this certain stats you want. If it doesn't, you then go ahead and roll it again. Or no, there's an augmentation orb. You then augment it and go around trying to get the rolls you want. And then after you get 2 rolls that you want, you then do a different type of currency to upgrade it to a rare, and you hope the rolls are something you want from there. And then if you get something similar to what you want, and you have enough of the you can then craft on one suffix or prefix depending on what you roll. There are other ways of doing it. You can like craft one suffix or prefix on there that you don't want to prevent it from rolling that, and then everything else is good. I don't quite know how that works. I mean, something you could do. Alright, we've beaten the boss here. Wasn't too difficult. I can actually talk and just beat it up because of just how raw tanky I am. I am Mr. Tanky. Anyways, see you guys in the next video.